Good morning, children. How are you today, huh? What the fuck's that? Look, everybody. Mr. Nuts. Spelled with a Z. Nuts. 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 Mr. Nuts is also on the SNES. There he is. Look at that. Mr. Nuts. Mr. Nuts. I imagine he's like Conker's cousin or something, you know? I don't think I'm up to W. Okay. What was it? Black? God damn it, that's right. Whatever the fuck bullshit this is. Whatever bizarre metaphor for Soviet farming techniques. Nuts. 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 It's hard to say it with a Z. Nuts. 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 Seeing Hulk, like, I'm not watching it, because, fucking why would I? But, alright, we're already off. Heslo? What does that mean? Oh. I've got score. This feels like just some kind of snake, but with a little choo-choo train. I pushed right, you motherfucker! Yeah, that Big Train sketch is what was in my head as well. Go watch Big Train, everybody, if you haven't. It's fantastic. There's 3 seasons of it, and all of it's a gem. There are days where I feel like I'm the only person who watched any of that. And it has some absolute fucking gems. He is an evil hypnotist. Like, the amount of times I will just say, some kind of fucking potato, and just... It's obviously something, but what? Nobody else knows. It's just a dumb thing for me to chuckle at. The masturbating office, that's another fucking good one. Tits. Such a good fucking thing. The fuck is this? Object of the game. Enter the volcano and recover the stolen fuel canisters. I feel like those fuel canisters are lost. Tits. 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 Oh no, I'm spelling it with a Z. Huh. Okay, the button I pushed dropped a bomb. Alright, there's jump. Alright. Oh. What was that? I am there. Okay. Am I supposed to... Alright, well, the bomb didn't help me much there. Those bombs fucking go off worryingly fast. You know, like, I don't... Okay. I mean, not okay, but, like, look, this just... Men! And there's some fuel. What does that do? Oh. What was that? Oh, I'm in the volcano pit. These are the fuel canisters I gotta get. And there seems to be a fucking arrangement of funny little men after me. Who are these little men? Get off the ladder. Get off that fucking Jesus. That seems pretty good. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just not allowed to survive even that. I think that's very fair. What is that little goblin? I'm not sure I like you. You know what? Credit where it's due on this one. This is what you can do with just the bare bones. And, like, I managed to fucking... Shit. I do feel the bombs go off a little quickly, but maybe I can fiddle with that. Oh, yeah, no, watching Hogan waddle away with the shirt around his fucking, legs like a little kid using a urinal and just having the absolute fucking shit booed out of him was fucking Christmas. Such a stupid piece of shit. Even all else ignored, even if it wasn't like a giant racist, he'd still be a stupid, stupid piece of shit. I just realized it's called Volcano Hunter. Hunt the deadliest game of all. Volcanoes. Pretty fucking deadly if you ask me. Some kind of fucking potato. Graphics. Okay. Don't think that does anything. Is this just like some stray IBM fucking thing about volcanoes? Okay. This is just, I feel like this is just a fucking exam. Volcanic activity occurs when magma, molten rock highly charged with gases, breaks out of the vents and fissures. The magma that reaches the surface may be released as clouds of gas and ash, or it may cool to form lava. Magma that reaches the Earth's surface produces both constructive and destructive volcanic activity. It creates new mountains, plateaus, and sea floors. It also destroys them by burial and explosion. Volcanoes that have erupted recently or during recorded history are considered active. Those that have the potential to erupt in the future are called dormant. Those that are unlikely to erupt again are described as extinct. I mean, is it magma? Okay, right. Lava. But it could also cool into, like, gas and shit. That was indistinctly worded. Oh, Hogan's responsible for WCW's failure. Any money he brought in was not entirely annihilated, but next to fucking annihilated by his absolutely absurd contract. And B, every fucking problem. You trace every problem in that fucking Fed, every little thing that they couldn't solve, every obvious wall that they were tearing toward. And somewhere in there, usually at the fucking tip of it, was, we can't do it because of Hogan's political power. Everything stemmed from that, and to a slightly lesser extent, Kevin Nash. Oh yeah, no, they booed. It wasn't like a little. The audience booed the shit out of him. It's so fucking funny. And, like, it's the only thing he's had in his life, so you know it hurts. Volfied. I mean, it's potato. Could be. If I push one, is that it? Let's go easy. You honestly probably could have just skipped all that. Didn't need it. Oh, this is one of those, like, fucking nude women games, but, like, without the nude women. Ah, damn it. Which, I mean, okay, but... I don't shoot at me, you fucking minge. He touched my bum. Ah, I was almost there. Whoop. I wanted to go back. Oh, can't. Honestly, that wasn't bad. The thing about those, like, that kicks, chicks, whatever the fuck it is, style game, is honestly, it's kind of fun. I mean, that's a weird vector for it, but, you know, worked. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Hey, what will we do for the cover of our volleyball game? Don't worry, boss, I'm on it. Poster included. Generally, I think pro wrestlers should just join an existing union. Either, you know, SAG or something like that. I just feel like trying to get one off the ground at this point would be fucking borderline impossible. Honestly, if Hulk hadn't ratted him out, they may have gotten some kind of little temporary thing. I don't think they'd have formed a meaningful, lasting union. They might have gotten, like, a slightly better fucking pay from Vince for, like, maybe that night and, like, 6 months. And then it would have degenerated. Just look at that. Fucking, like... Ah, of course. The PC version was by Olaf Rape. I know it's not pronounced that way, but I don't care. Oh, like, it was a whole thing for, like, wrestlers to do either acting or stunt work, because they could get a SAG card, which, like, gave them, you know, various things like healthcare. I fucking... I just can't stop, like... You know, like, normally there'd be, like, shirtless dudes and bikini chicks, and you'd be like, yeah, volleyball. And then somehow, like, is it the Germans? Is the Germans? Is that this German again? It feels German. Somehow they've arrived at this because that whole region is just wrong. Alright, there we go, yeah, the Guild of Variety Artists. It does have Goosebumps, like, that's the cover for, like, a fucking Goosebumps book where you get sucked into the game. It is absolutely. and then, like, you know, the fucking cousin you don't like comes over to play. Okay. Can I just fucking... Can I not just play a fucking... Why? Like, why am I going through that, Germany? Yeah. What? What? Fucking nitwit. What do you want? Psst, psst, psst. Well, that was fun. Just come in to fucking bother me. TV rape. Just God damn it. What was volcanoes? Oh yeah, that's right. Fucking Volfied, that was good. Volleyball simulator. I mean, that is some that's some old timer fucking box art though. Jesus. I can't. It just poster included. Of that? I want to find that poster. Oh god, this is gonna be one of those things where it was like made by like a Volvo dealership or some shit, wasn't it? Yeah, Around the Twist is not quite horror. There are episodes I'd say are sort of like, you know, kids horror, but god. Purchase calculator. Oh fuck me, this is it. I don't know what that. Fuck, I don't care. Why even bother? Unscramble one of Volvo's traditional values. Ugh. God, I hate that shit. Unscramble one of the traditional values we'll abandon if we ever upheld it. The second it becomes expensive. There is only one value. Why do I want to help Count Christo? Core values. I just hate that shit. You don't have core values. You have a core value. That's it. Well, that doesn't work. Did Yahtzee make this? Is this some of the porn that he drew himself? I've got to use fucking... Alright. Why is she out here? Like, this just looks a little, you know... This doesn't seem like her environment. You know, like, I've seen these little creatures. They're not forest dwellers. That music needs some fucking tweaking. Otherwise, fine. I don't know, I might get out there to teach. I feel like as they panic more, the standards will be lowered and they'll let me experiment with my teaching methods. They called me unorthodox. You know, it really, like, the problem was the one fucking text adventure I mostly played was Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which now that I've read a bit about, it does make so much more sense that it basically ruined fucking text adventures for me. Because just none of them are that good. Lots of effort went into fucking Hitchhiker's Guide. Beyond fucking Adams actually fucking writing it, which I just, you know, because, like, again, my first exposure to that was in, like, fucking, you know, primary school and then high school. So it's just like, you know, you're looking at this little fucking text. It's like, oh yeah, okay, some English person made that. You know, it's not... Douglas Adams didn't make this. Why would he make this? And you just really didn't have a way to fucking check, you know? Like, fucking look it up on fucking Alta Vista or Webcrawler. But that's every fucking text adventure game where I try to get it to do anything, and it just is like, I don't know what that means. Fucking... Hitchhiker's Guide knows what that means because effort went into it, and that's what's broken everything else for me. The sun is breaking over the horizon. You have just awakened to find yourself lying on the beach, wet and exhausted. Ugh. That's how you wake up sunburnt. Well, no, I mean, like, it's not violence. That's not off the table, but also it's you know, just walloping kids to pay attention is not, you know, if that worked, we wouldn't be having this conversation. I mean, in incredibly extreme cases, you might need to, like, you know, just closed fist belt one of the kids. But that's, again, that's, you know. Oh, this will be good. The boo box. Boo. I mean, generally speaking, don't back up what you threaten and don't threaten what you can't back up. Part of it is just like, you know, you want to neutralize a lot of it, and that's relatively easy if you know what you're doing. And I mean, a number one is you just ignore half the shit they do. Like, a lot of it will be directly to just challenge you. You can just, like, you know, you want to swear at me? I don't care. You don't matter. If you want to make yourself matter, now that's a different fucking, you know, question, but... This feels like... you know, like fucking Euro-racism, like the Scandinavians. Oh. This feels like it was made by that fucking game making engine that went around fucking like proto Newgrounds shit. Motherfucker. Our jump just didn't work that time. Alright, great. I mean, a big part of it is just telling them what you're doing to them. You know, I'm not gonna... Tell them how to state. You're going to learn in here whether you want to or not, whether you realize it's happening or not. Like, particularly if you're like, substitute stuff is, you just need to fucking distract them for like fucking, you know, 45 minutes basically. And that's really easy to do. You know, you can trap children in question fucking pits relatively simple. And again, now I'm forcing you to think. I'm forcing you to engage with, you know, me as a fucking novel stimulus. There's no way to stop it. Ooh, I want sound effects and music. The king is dead. The land is in chaos. Great rainbow egg. Fuck, that is loud. I mean, the problem is, like, again, you know, a lot of all that traditional discipline stuff works only in certain situations. If you're out of those situations, you have to approach things differently, because the traditional methods have already been absorbed into a behavior pattern. So, attempting to implement them is just fulfilling a known fucking pattern. And if you break the pattern, they'll be curious. It's inevitable.
Welcome, traveler.
Oh god, look at it. Food store. Land is filled with evil creatures. I feel like a guy got "Welcome, traveler" into his PC Mac is probably the best we're gonna get out of this. I fucking look at that. Look at that monster. I mean, look, you know, good on you, kiddo, for making a game, getting it done. I mean, you know, the US is already screwed. There's no point in talking about the US education system. I'll just try and get the atomic weapons fucking out of the country and then hope for the best. Help! I've become trapped in the vortex factor. What good's a university system if nothing's getting put into it? The vortex factor. Let's open door. Why would foreign students go to America? You think that's gonna dry up real fucking quick. You just gotta start mailing people viruses. You know, if you get mumps or something, if you can get a sample of it, just, you know, mail these things to your local chuds. It's about the only major advantage you've got. Why are we sabotaging the robot? Fuck me, God, look at that. When's this from? 82! Shit is older than me. What's that guy doing? Microcomputer games. Do you have a computer that doesn't take up an entire room? Well, I guess we shan't.
Here are the files you asked for.
Jacobson, Channel 6. Find some dirt on
Oh, hell yeah. Win a complete home video package. That's the thing about the subhumans, is they can't win because there's no goal based in reality. And if the anger goes away, that's it. You know? They'll waddle off into whatever troughs they fucking feed from and hopefully choke to death. You'll get an eyeful as you peer into your neighbor's sordid lives.
I don't care what it takes.
Please just work. I'm okay if I have to install this, but please just fucking work. Let's see if I can just fucking skip this shit. Ah, fuck you. Alright, come on. Okay, what do we got here? Sure. Alright. Let's try that again. Code is 3333. Yeah. The Philips CDI. It lives in DOS form. Peeking! That name rings a bell, actually.
Looking for me?
Take it easy with that thing, lady.
Shut up! Put these on.
These are not the best spies in the world if they're not noticing me, like, fucking there with my shoulder-mounted fucking video camera and a tape.
Anything
Robert
I
Culp was Dr. Breen from Half-Life 2. Huh. It probably is on the CDI. Where is my CDI controller? Ah, it's all the way over there.
Good day, Hope Manor. Yes, everything is ready. I have them for you, sir. Frank?
This is just feeling awkward.
Oh, sorry, sir. I'm afraid Frank's tied up right now. Yes, sir.
What's going on?
Oh, he's arriving.
Ah, Christ. Come on, get me out of these things. Damn. Come on, Chantel. There's no time for games. Get me out of this thing.
There's always time for games, Frank.
All right. Okay, look, I promise I'll do the Peruvian sheep herd thing if you just let me up. Now, come on.
Oh, Frank. You know, I wonder what the future president of the United States would think if he finds you cuffed to his bed.
This is not funny.
His head of security, huh?
Chantal, uncuff me. Damn it. Uncuff me.
Oh, Frank, there.
Every single Scottish person does it.
Everything's so serious.
Get back here.
Have fun, Frank.
Chantal! Damn it! God damn it!
Rowdy Roddy Peeper.
Listen carefully. This will be the last time I can contact you. We've got to stop Reed Hawk. Everything you need is in the apartment. You've received the dossiers on the different family members, and the video camera's set up and ready to go. If you can get incriminating evidence on tape, call the police. But make sure it's solid. This'll be our last chance. Look, this guy's capable of anything. Maybe you can figure out a way to warn the family members if they're in danger. But for God's sake, be careful. The future of this country's at stake. We're counting on you.
Too late for that. Hey, what's on TV? I love, we're counting on you. Yeah, alright. I just want to see if, like, Springer's on. On my fantastic Philips television.
This is Tish Van Alden, and that's the hot question on everybody's lips during this primary season.
Is that the actual Entertainment Tonight woman?
Genius Reed Hawk.
Mr. Hawk? Mr. Hawk?
Fuck. Fucking goddamn keyboard. I'll open that thing up. Fucking check the connection. I feel like that should be smoother, you know? Oh yeah, see, now we're getting somewhere. Maximum peaking. Ah, there's nothing happening here. Negative peaking. How am I seeing that? What?
Want him ruined.
I'll get our people on it free.
That's a fucking good camera.
How the press found.
Alright, where are we? Philips CDI. Here we are. Ooh. Ah, drawings. Ah, there we go. I wonder if this will run or if it'll need the fucking... This probably needs the so far unemulated fucking MPEG thing. Hold on. Your Philips CDI is... Huh. I think it might actually work. That'd be goddamned. Was this thing updated? I swear, fucking... I thought Voyo was on the list of, like, where it run because it needs, like, the fucking... Of all the fucking stupid things, like, the CDI has this, like, separate fucking box that, like, helped handle, like, heavy video. It's why, like, the CDI version of Thunder in Paradise... Like, you know what? That's better. Like, that's already slightly better fucking video. The fade's nicer than just the jump. Call the police.
You the one that called with the stuff on Reed Hawk?
I mean, he was that quickly. That's pretty good. I just want to test something now. I want to see, like... Because I haven't been paying close attention. This is maybe a fucking... I mean, it probably is. That probably just works. It probably doesn't need the fucking... Oh, yeah, like, that would have been... That's legitimately mind-altering video for, like, when this fucking thing came out. Yeah. Digital video cartridge. There we go. Oh, well. The Wacky World of Miniature Golf with Eugene Levy. I mean, you know. Yeah. Because what was that? I mean, it had to have been around the same fucking year as the Sega CD. And let me tell you, the Sega CD's video is shit. Capital S, fucking shit. The TurboGrafx CD, slightly better idea what they were doing than the Sega.
Here are the files you asked for.
I am... All these people look kind of familiar. Screenshot. Just the most pixelated dude you've ever seen. Look like a Japanese vulva. Eugene Levy. Most recently, he was in Schitt's Creek. He's an SCTV alum, like a, you know, fairly famous Canadian comedian and actor. Let's see if we can just get this going. I hope this works, just 3 threes ago. I wonder why that is. It must be just someone probably fucking coded the goddamn crack into it. The dad from American Pie. Oh, holy shit, is David Carradine in this? Are we gonna watch David Carradine fucking have choke sex by himself? I got the fucking... That explains a lot.
In local news tonight, services were held for the late Dr. Edward Cussler, founder of the Medical Research Institute Erraticus.
Erraticus?
Although the cause of death is still undisclosed, authorities have stated no weapon was found at the scene. Sources close to the family report Cussler's death was accidental.
Don't know who that is.
Cussler survived by his son Peter and daughter Rachel.
Don't know who that is.
Tonight's weather, clear.
Still don't know any of these people.
The solar power advisory is still in effect.
Okay.
Cabin dwellers, watch your radio consumption. It's
Wow, Dennis Weaver. I don't know who that is. This is just the most amazing video camera. Like, all right, let's. At least this time I can kind of just select the fucking shit I want to look at, you know? It feels like, yeah, all porn. Was that someone? No, that was nothing. I thought there was someone in the corner there, but it's not.
Thank you for your determination and confidence. One day, it will pay off. And this,
Whoa, is that it?
his loyal wife.
That guy looks like he was made out of Dean Cain leftovers, and that's pretty fucking sad to begin with. I mean, those two are keepers. I'm fucking getting rid of the goddamn games called FMV games called Voyeur. I mean, I think Voyeur has some actual gameplay and some puzzles and shit, you know? Like, there's at least a puzzle component to it. You know, like, if you're buying it to jerk off, I think that's fucking stupid. But if you're buying it because it's like an FMV game, you know, alright. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Can I just play? What has this version got? I don't fucking care. You have displeased me! Don't even know what I'm looking at there. At least this is a fucking game and not like fucking management. Oh. Old people. It's gonna be nice when they're dead. Just the leg room, you know? God, imagine it. Okay. I swear I have 3DFX fucking enabled in this shit. Alright, what do we got? Save states. Use strict mode. Maybe I can't. I swear this thing was capable of dealing with 3DFX. Whatever. Alright. Well, I tried. Bye-bye. Vroom. Oh. This actually looks like it might be fucking fun. Vive les émotions fortes. Experience the emotion and thrills of a racing driver on the track. Yeah, I just use a, ad block. I'm not fucking. Okay, looks like sound on. I'm gonna fin. F for fin. Displacements, flashes, what? Okay. Oh, oui? Yeah, I just used Advanced so I can play fucking YouTube while my phone's closed like a normal person. One player. Turbo! That's fantastic. You could just be one player turbo. Alright, look, I don't understand any of this. Alright, let's go. Alright, oh, there we go. Yeah, look at this. See, fucking, oopsie doodles. Oopsie doodles. You know, but I mean, look, it's fast. It's relatively smooth. I can just run right into cunts, you know? Alright, so that is brake. Okay, that's probably important in one of these really fast fucking cars to know what brake is. You know, you can't just fucking Daytona this shit. There's no fucking initial D fucking drifting in fucking F1 town, sadly. Well, look at the French fucking managing something. The Germans could never have gotten that to work. You know, there'd have been 45 minutes of me fucking around trying to get that to start. I'd have had to have, like, you know, created a whole guy. Fuck. This looks like a Newgrounds game. Jesus. Alright. No English? Alright, let's fuck it Espanol. Alright. Yeah, I do kind of miss, you know, like, a thing that takes away from F1 for me is it really should be a game of engineers trying to kill drivers, you know? There was a point where the sumo channel that we watch, like, was just basically had been hounded off of YouTube, so we were watching it on, like, fucking, I think Rumble, and Jesus wept the fucking ads on that. Malta. Can I interest you teens in a malt? Oh, look at that. Sound effects. Forces moving. Tunis. Still got the plastic. Goodbye. Yeah, I have like a fucking psychic allergy to advertising, so, you know, I don't fucking... I mean, A, the good ad blockers will still largely... What the fuck? It's because of all that gay content that you get the fucking ads for Jesus. Okay. See, like, this is at least a game, you know? Like, pack my fuck ugly family into this cunt is like, alright, you know. What is that? Is that meant to be their baby, or is that just the fucking hideous scream gnome that, like, German families have to deal with? This is very fucking funny. Can I rotate my husband? Is that... Oh, oh. There we go. See, now we're talking. Take your fucking hat off. We don't have room for this shit. Alright. I don't think I'm gonna succeed here. Okay, your hair's in the way, honey. I'm giving up a spot there, but like, you know. Ugly, screaming child, you're just a square. I should kill you with the rock. Are you telling me that takes up 3? Fuck you, that takes up 3. Ah, damn you, Dad, and your box. You know, all this is teaching me is that this fucking car does not have enough storage. You know, like that's not helping you sell your Volkswagen here. I can only assume that the Volkswagen just doesn't, you know. Why should I have to do this? I'm gonna buy a car that has like the amount of storage I need for my fucking weird twitching family and screaming gnome child. Dun, 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 dun. Pack-in puzzle. Okay, well, at least we got V finished today, and now we're up to W, and whatever this is, I already hate it. The naked gun of computer games. Whew! Alright, I take it back. Maybe this is going to be the best thing ever. But that's tomorrow. That is a tomorrow problem. Fucking screaming. Like, the son and the daughter and the mother and the father look like people, you know? And then there's just this screaming house gnome. Just makes that noise. We're all deaf to it. You know, the trick is to not try to not pay attention to it. The trick is to really focus on it. And then after a while you get bored of it. And the semantic saturation starts to just block the scream out. You know? And then you're okay. You know, whatever you do, don't try to get rid of them. You know, that's bad. Because, you know, then they'll activate. Oh, they'll activate. One of these days I gotta figure out what's wrong with my fucking Panasonic 3DO controller. Because it'll just work for a little while and then stop, and I don't know what's doing that. I don't know whether it's the I don't think it's the adapter. I think it's something wrong with the controller. I've just got so little way of testing that, and I don't want to buy another fucking 3DO controller. Ideally, what I'd like to get is just a fucking, you know, USB encoder PCB made in the shape of the fucking Panasonic 3DO fucking, you know, PCB. Like, replica PCBs that go straight to fucking USB would be a godsend, and I have no idea how to fucking get that done. I've tried going to those PCB way places and shit. There's just a dearth of information for someone on my level of ignorance. You know, it's just that thing of like, okay, I'd like a you know, USB encoder for like a controller. And like, oh, these, and there's all these, you know, just pre-built things that are just a fucking rectangle. And it's like, no, I don't want that. I want a custom PCB. Oh, you mean this shit? Sort of. I needed to do a thing though. I needed can a replica be done? I swear that's an easy thing if you knew what you were doing. you know? I just don't know what I'm doing. And I'm surprised it hasn't come up more, because it means you can just skip using the fucking adapter and shit. And also it's going to replace stuff that's probably fucking starting to fail. Because even got my fucking Saturn fucking 3D controller on the way. Managed to find one that's got some scuff marks on it, but it was $70. I do want it work, you know, it's because all the rest of them work fine. You know, even the fucking Jaguar controller works fine. I mean, I will say, though, that even when that thing's working, it is got one of the worst fucking D-pad. Like, it's just such a fucking... How they managed to fuck that controller up so like, just comprehensively. We'd like our fucking console to have fighting games on it. Brilliant idea. It's the 90s. That's a bankable fucking idea. Our controller's gonna have 5 buttons. Choke to death eating one of your own shoes. Dear fucking Lord. Because honestly, with that and like the Saturn pad and the CDI thing, I got a Duke up there now. That's pretty much it. You know, honestly, I can't think of... I mean, I'd probably replace the Dreamcast. I might get like that actual Bluetooth Dreamcast where the fucking rumble works, because a Dreamcast game without rumble is a bummer. Particularly because some of them use that as like fucking relevant information. But aside from that, that's pretty much fucking... That's that controller issue resolved. And then Nintendo 64 is not even close to a terrible controller. I mean, you can argue about elements of the construction with the thumbstick and the way it wears out, but otherwise it's a fucking good controller. I mean, hey, it has 6 face buttons. If it weren't for the, you know, software side, it would have been great for, like, 2D fighters. I really feel like one of the Street Fighters, like Alpha or something, could have fucking easily worked on it. Like, I think the only 2D fighter on it is Rakuga Kids. And if you're at home now going, huh? Yeah, that's Rakuga Kids. You know? D-pad, 6 face buttons, 2 shoulder buttons, and the fucking stick in the middle for when you're doing, like, you know, first-person shooters, has a trigger. Great. Well-designed fucking controller for what it was doing. You know... Thumbstick being a bit of an odd duck, but that was early days of fucking thumbsticks. You know. Still a bit of the Wild West there. I mean, even, like, I don't hate the fucking Jaguar controller. It having, again, 3 face buttons. Baffling, and you're an idiot. But like, if I mean, really, everyone looks at the controller because, you know, duh. But like, it's the problems with the Jaguar were deeper than that. The 3DO actually has some games that you might want to play occasionally. You know, there was a few okay games on that. The big problem with the 3DO was it was just trying to be too many things way too early. You know. Power Glove is definitely up there. I'm really surprised that Nintendo hasn't gone back to that, you know, because they've turned every past failure into, like, a pretty big earner. And, like, the Wiimote is, a lot of the Power Glove is in the Wiimote. I'm still surprised they haven't just gone, yeah, here's the Power Glove. Wouldn't you like that? You'd buy it for a lot, you stupid fucking pieces of shit. Of course you would. I mean, honestly, if it was fucking working, I'd probably get one. I mean, I get, like, to give you an example. So, the thing about, like, I mean, 3 face, like, 5 buttons. Who's that benefiting? But this, okay, so the thing about the fucking shite D-pad is, it is borderline impossible to get any diagonals to register. Just the way it's designed. It's a known fucking thing. There are all these, like, fucking fixes online and shit. You've got to, like, fucking, some are like, you got to loosen a few of the screws, and then it can fucking actually work. Otherwise, in order to get a diagonal on the cunt, you've got to basically get your finger in there and go like, and like, dig in is utterly ridiculous. Just utterly ridiculous. And like, how do you fuck that up? It's just basic mechanical design was just fucking dumb. And you know what? You know, extra 3 buttons on it. Good controller. It's basically what the fucking Saturn and the fucking, you know, 6-button the Saturn controller was, you know? This is the kind of like, you know, the perfect controller for like your fucking majority, you know, 2D game system. 6 face buttons, 2 shoulder buttons. Swish. Can't argue with that. Yeah, the Virtual Boy was an issue more of just the console was just not. That was a running before we could walk moment. That's another one I'm surprised they haven't gone back to. Particularly, like, I could see that maybe being a part of, like, whatever the fucking Switch 2 is, whenever they get around to fucking, you know, giving a shit about that. Because, like, you know, fairly mid-tier phones can do, you know, I'm not asking for, like, Resident Evil 4, but, like, you can get basic VR, you know, experiences going, and if the thing comes out, you could slot that into a fucking headset. You know, it might help revive, you know, they could use it for some 3DS stuff if they felt like porting any of it. I don't know, I don't like the DualShocks, the thumbstick placement being sort of equidistant. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I really like the DualSense, of all things. Like, I love the fucking way the triggers work on that. The adaptive triggers, the clever fucking vibration and shit. That's genuinely good, both in just a sense of engagement with the game, but also you can have reasonable information put into that, you know, fucking jiggling and stopping and starting and stuff. It can tell you, you know, what's happening in the game in ways. I'm really surprised Microsoft haven't aped that for, like, fucking, you know, one of the One controllers or whatever. Because, I love when I've got, like, a game that's, like, yeah, completely DualSense fucking adaptive trigger, you know. Because I only use it for PC games, because I'm not spending fucking $800 on a fucking PS5 that can just fucking eat my fucking minge. But it's really fucking good. You know, draw a bow, and you can feel the tension. You're like, oh yeah, that's cool. It can tell you when you're fucking running out of ammo and shit. It's like, that's fucking actually useful. It's actually neat. Oh, there is an Xbox DualSense. Oh, there they go. Again, just like, you know, just steal the fucking good ideas. Don't be a fucking, you know, baby about this shit. You know, you're not going to reinvent the wheel. I mean, I would like a functional fucking power glove, but aside from that. Alright. I mean, I'm surprised that some third party hasn't done it for VR, you know? Like, maybe there isn't, I just haven't looked. Alright. Well, whatever. I might look that up today, see if I can get some gloves. I mean, fuck knows what I'd use that for, though. Oh, well. Yeah, I guess. Like, I'd need VR or AR or something, and I'm not putting that in here. There's no fucking spec for it, for starters. Alright. That's enough today. I gotta have my breakfast and my brunch. Yeah, should be more of the fucking whatever that shit's called, Power Rangers going up. It's already up in the whatever the fuck. Early access section. So if you sign up for the Patreon, you get that. And you get to harass me on Sundays for Subscriber Saturday. Might do 9 Souls this week, or might take a dip into something else. Oh, that mouth washing, people keep bringing that up. Alright. Oh, See how we go. Until then, watch my show, or I'll bash you fucking kids.